Good morning and welcome to Collage with Paint Girly. It's June. Can you stand it? It's June. June 1st. Ay, ay, ay. It's going fast. Going fast. I thought I'd do a little collage today. A little collage work. I might plot out some things, do some fussy cutting, and see how it goes. Some mixed media. Good morning, Gail. How are you? You doing good? Oh, I smeared that a little bit. It's okay. I had a hard time getting myself rolling this morning. Oh my goodness. You can only say, oh, that's okay. You got PT. You got to do that. Got to do that. It's going good. Are you driving yet? Are you back to driving? You're doing great. That's wonderful. Now, how does this compare to you had your other knee done right before? How does it compare? Hey, good morning, Melody. Do you see a lot of difference? Oh, yes, you're driving. Wonderful. I was just wondering, as far as technology, if it was a lot different, if this go around was, better than last time. Just being nosy. Just being nosy. This one was so much easier. Things have really progressed in the last. Wow, that's good to hear. As folks that, may face that coming up in the future or in their future, to know things have gotten better. I know that's what my dad used to say about a colonoscopy. I'm sorry to bring that up, but when my dad had his colonoscopy when he first started, they didn't put you to sleep. So when I went the first time I had to have one, I was mortified because I can remember him saying that, And he said, "Oh, honey, don't worry about it. They put you to sleep now." I'm like, "Woohoo!" She was just out, baby. I mean, just. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Dana. So, Melody, you're starting a porch journal today. Cool. I'd love to see it. If you send me a picture, I would love it. I would just love it. I was so tired last night. I usually stay up till, oh my gosh, sometimes 1, 2 o'clock. It just depends. I just, feel like doing stuff. And I feel like when I'm here at my desk, it's almost like it's work. Okay. But when I get to my comfy chair, I feel like that's me time. So that's when I color, I crochet, and, I just do, hey, good morning, Kathy. Oh, good, Melody. That would be cool. And, I watch a ball game. I just love watching a ball game and sitting in my comfy chair. Well, not a ball game. I like to watch my team. I don't watch all the teams. Playing Chutes and Ladders. Cool. That means the littles must be there. And sometimes I take a nap, sometimes I don't. But it's like I feel I never can get enough me time. I know, it's crazy. I'm retired. It's all me time. But anyway, I could not keep my eyes open. I listened to half of the game with my eyes shut. I know I missed plenty of the game because I kept dozing And then usually if I do that, I get a jolt of energy and I wake up and then I'm awake till, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Nope, I slept right through. And I had a hard time getting myself moving at 8:30 this morning. Usually on stream days, I like to be out at my desk a little earlier. Thank goodness my desk was not a mess because I just recorded another video. So things weren't in too bad a shape here. So rummaging through some things and getting ready to do the porch journal video that I just did, I found some of these prints. I think they call them prints. I know I have more of them somewhere. I think I have to maybe take off my thumb rings to cut today. Like these are a few, but I think I have more. See, they were perforated. They were in a book. And they're just beautiful. So when I got looking at those, and then I was going through to get porch journal pictures, and I had some of those fashion magazine. Hey, Barbara, good morning. Nice to see you this morning. I found some ladies. They were just singles, they weren't folios. They were just single pages. And I found some ladies here. I have to show you. That just reminded me of the type of images that Diane Fago uses. So I was enabled by Diane Fago art, and now she used to be known as Packer Dye, and Lisa, My Eclectic Life, to purchase this book called Nomad by Sibylla Court. Oh, I've shown you this before. And so in here, let me make a little bit of room. I want to pop in some of these gals that they're not totally cut out, but they're pretty much cut out. Hey, there's Barbie. Hi, Barbie. So I'm just kind of plotting some things. So I've got a stack of some stuff here, and I just thought I would wander through. And what I'm doing is washi taping down where I think I might like to use something. So I thought I'd start by doing this. I gotta have a little more room here. My porch journal, really no reason other than I was watching the Murray Otoye channel. This has been a couple of years, and she was talking about her porch journal, and she flipped through it, and and she probably, I'm sure, has several, and she was flipping through, and it was just a mixture of eclectic pages, and it was a larger size, which I'm assuming was because she likes to put it on her lap. Good morning, Kitty Jen. And I wanted one. And as most of you know, Murray does a lot of art, but she doesn't sell her art. And so I put together my own version and just nicknamed it my porch journal because it looked like Murray's. And so let me see. I don't know that I have. Where do I have? So now I'm putting a couple of porch journals together, and let me just grab one here. So originally I had used the pages from a fashion magazine, but I don't have any of those left. And so now I'm using these pages from a wildflower book. And this is like 10 by 11 or 11 and a half. And because the pages weren't super sturdy, I glued two of them together. So now in this porch journal, I have a pocket in the front and a pocket in the back. And I'm just putting in, just a mix of different things, a bag for a pocket, just different cool papers that I have laying around from other projects, or things that I want to use. Boy, my camera's really struggling today. I don't know how to fix that. My autofocus is off. Some are vintage pages. Here I'm putting in a clear pocket if you want to put in, like a photo that you don't want to glue down. Music paper. This is some Italian paper that Kathy Calico Kate sent me. Some ledger paper. And then I'll just stitch it together. So really nothing makes it a porch journal other than the fact that that's what I call it, because that's what Murray called hers and I liked it. So I do have a video up showing you, Melody had asked if I could do a video to show how I put it together. Oh, a little sip of hot coffee. So in doing that, I found some of those fashion, see, like, look at her. Some of those fashion pages had some really cool gals on it. Now, if any of you have ever tuned in when Lisa and Diane Fago have been on collaging together, you'll know that Diane uses really large images, which are really cool. And I don't really have a lot of those. And then I found these fashion book pages, and I thought, oh, they might look nice in my, she might look okay there. So what I'm doing is when I plot out some of these, and I'm not quite ready to collage, I'm going to just take a little piece of washi tape and tape them in where I think they might work nicely. See, now I've got some orange here, but she's facing the wrong, well, she might go okay there. I just always run out of room here, kids. See if I can move that over a little bit. She might look okay. And I can always move it because I'm not gluing anything down at this point. I'm just going through trying to see. Now my book, see, it's not coming apart, but it's not. I got this for I think $10 on eBay, which is a really good price if you're looking for this Nomad book. And you can use any book. It's just that I am so easily influenced and enabled. I just have to say, I really am. And then if I have anything smaller, see, I thought that was cool. That was part of something, had somebody on it. Let me show you what I'm looking for. I'm looking at, I've got that, I've got this gal, I've got the word, Harper's Bazaar. I've got this little gal, her, This fellow on the motorcycle. Look at this guy. I don't know if he's a llama. I guess he's a llama. And I only have half of her because I like the guy that was on the back, so I decided I just would keep his legs. I want to cut her out. I think she's exquisite. Look at that basket. And this one, I couldn't decide which side I want. Probably that one, I guess. And then probably her. So I've got some choices here. So right now I'm just calling it. I'm just plotting. Just plotting. Jen says I had a really cool ghost story book that had a lot of black and white pictures in it, and I'm mostly just using the pictures and sort of making a Halloweenish book with it. Oh, that sounds fun. I kind of like her there, I think. Jen, do you have any like Tim Holtz of the Halloweenish stuff? Like his cutouts? It's not all black and white. Tim Holtz Halloween stuff is not all black and white. But there he does have some cool little cutout stuff. I guess I need her body to be sitting on something. She could sit in there. Look, can you see that? Hey, that looks cool. Let's put her in there. I have some of his styles somewhere around here. Jen, private message me, because I have some of his Halloweeny type stuff that I'm not gonna use. I'll send you a little happy mail. This book is called Nomad by Sibylla Court. A global approach to interior style. I wonder how this word, how Harper's Bazaar would look here. Not liking that. Lori, her body doesn't need to be sitting on anything. It can go into... I don't know if I want to give her up. Oh, you're welcome, Melody. I like that bird on her head. This washi tape, as we all know, washi tape is not all created equal. These little guys I want to put on this page. So after I do a little plotting, then I'm going to do a little collaging. We'll see how that goes. And some stuff, you know, I'm just not going to find a home for it in this book, and that's okay. Believe me, I got plenty of books I can put it in, if you know what I'm saying. Now, this has blue over here, so maybe the little blue girl. Let's see, she was holding hands with this fella. He wasn't, his body wasn't in the picture. It was just his arm. And of course, I might have to chop her feet off, which I got no problem with that. If I put her over there, that kind of, his arm kind of blends into that. Let's do a little dissecting. Kathy, how's that Chutes and Ladders going? Are you winning? I never win. Or very infrequently do I win with the littles. Barbara, I'm not getting that tune. I'm thinking, do you want to dance? But I don't know if that's the right. Okay, so she's got, see, I've got that in there I need to cut out. So let's do that real quick. I'm going to use my little X-Acto knives here. I just put in new blades. They were getting, oh, that's it? Okay. I wasn't sure if that was the one. I'm not sure where those other words come in. I guess it comes in right after. Do you wanna dance under the moonlight? I guess like that. I don't know. You know, sometimes you feel good enough to cut through this paper and then you're not. I'm just going to trim off all that hair. And if there's one little piece of paper you don't get, boy, I'll tell you, you think it would just come right out. Where do I find your email to message you? It's just on the screen there. You'll see Pink Girly. That's how I spell it. It's all one word, and it's just at gmail.com. And then make sure you give me your address, okay? And let me know if you're just interested in black and white or if I can send some stuff that's got some color. Like there's like potion bottles, I think. I'll have to dig through. I think I bought 2 packages of his Halloween stuff, not realizing it was Halloween stuff. Okay? Yeah. That's what Lori does. And I don't know how many packages of field notes I bought because, well, I gifted some. And I think I'm going to snip out the rest of that little fussy bit of her hair. And then I didn't realize they were field notes and they were all the same stuff. So like I have tons of these little bits. And they're all wonderful. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I will never use them all. You can give Laura your address, but what about a pair of slacks? No slacks, please. I need a yellow page or something that I think yellow will go on. I want to use that yellow lady in here. Now, I have done a little bit of collage in here, and we'll see it eventually. This is a really big thick book. Maybe I ought to move it right along. See, this is something I'm going to put in there. Ooh, look at those lights. Now, don't forget, I've got just a pair of legs, too. White legs. She might look cute here. Where's my fellow with the white legs? Don't you just hate that sometimes you see things that you like, or especially scrapbook paper? And there's two really wonderful sides, and you can't decide what side you want to use. Wait a minute, I got paper that is popped up on my screen. I can't see chat. Wait a minute. Here we go. Okay. I hate having an earworm where I don't know all the words. And I have, okay, Barbara, and I have to keep singing the same line over and over. When I was looking for images to do my thumbnail this morning, and I put in collage, I got some really cool collage pieces. But it's collaging the way I would never think to collage. Now, there's a gal that does, I think she strictly does, oh my gosh, what is her name? I think she just does glue book. But, I mean, it's basically collage. And she does this kind of collage where, say, you've got, say you've got this gal, but you might have a bouquet of flowers and you use that for her head, you know, or you put it on top of her head, or you have, maybe you put an extra pair of arms out of her shoulders, or like you really not distort the picture, but you really change. Oh, I wonder if I put him here, or wow, that was quick. Child is eating. I can watch. I was wondering if they were beating the socks off you playing Chutes and Ladders, or maybe it's just. Oh no, Emerson's got summer school, so it's gotta be the male little. So I should know. I think I did that kind of collage in my ledger journal where I'm drawing my eyes. Gosh, I haven't worked in that forever. I should really get that out. But I'm cutting off the pant laces. But sometimes you'll see something and you know, you'll think, oh yeah, that'll go in that journal. All right, let me ask those of you that are here. I'm thinking about this idea. Oh, Emerson is there. She doesn't feel good. Oh. I'm thinking about doing a. Okay, Barbara said, did anyone say white rabbits today? Cannot believe it's the first day of the month already. I know. I don't know what the white rabbits means, but yeah, I said happy June. I can't believe it. I'm thinking about doing a marathon. I don't know how long of a marathon, but I'm thinking about pulling out all my journals And the theme or the idea for the marathon would be to do something in every journal I have. Let's put her on an angle, so I'm not sure I wanna hey, she looks cute on an angle. Maybe I'll leave her that way so I can get her all in. Do you think that'd be a good idea for a marathon? I think it might be fun. Well, a lot of these are gonna move probably. Well, I don't know, some of them look pretty good on the pages I've picked out. Let's see, let's move along here. I need a different song, Barbara. Barbara's sending her greetings to the children. Oh, look at this. I could kind of attach that. That might work on that page. Okay, let's get rid of this little bit. I don't want to have too much hanging out the top because when I store it. Okay, great. Thanks, Jen. We'll see if I got anything that'll work. This, I'm just going to fold that up like that. So if you've just come in, I'm kind of just plotting, getting some ideas for where I can put some of my cutouts. I've got great big calendars, you know, the large sized calendars that you hang on your wall. Diane Fago recommended, what's the fellow's name? Rindeau? Here are some of my little, Aunt Getty's babies. Okay, so this is one that I finished. Finally, we get to a finished page. And I used all my these were from a calendar. No, I'm lying to you. These are from an Aunt Getty book. I don't mean to lie. So White Rabbits is just a good luck thing said on the first day of, oh, I was just going to ask you that, every month, and to be said no later than early afternoon. Oh, that's cool to know. Never heard of that. Cool. This looks like a Harper's Bazaar page, but see, it's not quite going to fit. Maybe I'll work that out. Try to work that out. I like the coloring on this page. What do you think about the yellow lady here? Let's take some of this away. Let's see if we take some of this away, we might be able to get a better idea. So I've also pulled out my I can't ever remember the name. I have to go back and look at my video or my live. Not my everyday journal, not my daily journal or whatever the heck I called it. Gail was always reminding me during the live that I did because I should have wrote it down and put it right in front of my face. So I pulled that out because I want to do a page in there. I want to put those flowers that I was cutting out earlier on a page in that journal. And I'd have to split her. See, I don't think, although I could put something else here, right? I could put something if I move her all the way over. These are pillows. It might be easy to trim away. I hate this. Oh, yeah, Jen's saying she hates her phone. It's got small letters. My phone's really small too. My sister has a really large phone. Oh, I didn't want to cut this edge. Dang it. So if I put that like that, I can fold this down. For now, that can stick up, and then I'll just cut that out. Might trim. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this here. Maybe if I cut away the shadow of that pillow. See, sometimes I have a hard time. I've said this before. I have a hard time cutting the pictures. And I don't want to make this too short up here. Yes, you did. Now, the trick will be for me to remember what you taught us. I like the coloring of this with her. And I just love that picture. I don't know. And I think that's a lot of collage for many of us, right? You want to save and preserve things that, okay, we're snipping this. Whoop, that you enjoy or that you like to look at. This has a bunch of beach tags, but I had found a picture, you got some glare there, of all those Christmas baubles. So I thought they would be fun on that page. I'm moving through quickly. What else do I have here? I mean, I've got tons of flowers and stuff. The trick for me is to try to remember. I know, right? Oh my gosh, it's terrible. My mother gets so upset at 91 because she can't, remember things. Of course, hers is. Hi, Emerson. And the popsicle's making her throat feel better. That's wonderful. He might look good there. And I try to remind my mom. Okay, Gail. Gail's off to PT. See you later. Have a great day. And I know I'm just trying to make her feel better. And I know her memory issues are different for sure. But to try to make her feel better, because really, sometimes I don't know what I did 20 minutes ago, to be honest. Of course, I'm not repeating myself 100 times, at least not yet. I'm sure it's a-coming. All right, let's see if this belly button babe looks cute on this page. Just doing looks pretty easy to cut out. It's mostly like large shapes, not a lot of in and out stuff. Till we get over to her hair over there. That's gonna take some fussy cutting because I don't think I want to chop that off. Hey, Leah, good morning. Good Good morning to all those who are sitting in the bleachers quietly. I think I might want that little sign coming out from her elbow. So let's, for now, leave that in. Let's get this side of her. There's a place called Red, White, and Blue. I've talked about this before. It's a thrift shop, and it's about maybe, I'm going to say 30 minutes from me. And Wednesdays is Senior Citizen Day, so you get more of a discount on some of their items. They usually have a certain color ticket, you know, like the Goodwill has the different color tickets. And they have really nice things. That's where I get usually when I was painting on handbags. I could get some really nice, even name brand kind of handbags in really good, clean shape to paint on. So I still have a tub of those. I don't really have a place. Well, I guess I can get some ready for my Etsy shop. But now that I'm not really, I guess I want to cut the shadow off on her. I don't really have a place to sell that kind of stuff locally anymore. So I haven't been painting on any. But they have a lot of nice other stuff too. And that's where I got the fashion. I mean, it was huge. It was probably at least a 10 by 11, if not larger, these pages. Well, let's see. Maybe I'm lying. So it was this size. Like, does this really matter? No. So I'm lying to you. It's like a 9 by 12. Yeah, 9 by 12. But it was real thick. And it had a lot of Hollywood people in it, fashion shots and stuff like that. And it was like $2. Oh, good, Leah. I did a live with some of my finished pieces, and Leah was kind enough to purchase a few of my original art pieces. Thanks, Leah. I'm glad you got it and they arrived okay. Now, this is the shadow hand. Let's take that shadow off. So, see, this is right up there with watching paint dry. Keep an eye on my time here. Oh boy, it's going to be hard to get her all in, isn't it? I don't think it really matters which side she's on. Diane Fago fussy cuts around all that. I think she would fussy cut around all that hair, wouldn't she? Maybe she wouldn't. It might look odd if I just, well, let's do it. I can always glue something over top. I don't know about over there. Oh, over there. There we go. Over there. Another earworm. For the Yanks are coming. I want to get her arm. So it's just I'll have to I'll lose her legs. Lose her legs. For now, I'm just going to fold them up. I might find a better page for her, but let's see. I like that chair. Oh, the Yanks are coming. My cat, he is trying to help me craft while you're sleeping on one of the bags of stuff I'm using. Okay, Leah, I won't say what you shared with me then. I was just about to, but I'm not going to. So your secret's safe with me. That's too cute. Too cute. Okay, let's moving on here. Oh, isn't that cool? That's kind of cool too, though. I'd like to find somewhere for this gal. Okay, this is the other page. I think I only did 2 pages in here. I find this book a little intimidating. I find Diane Fago's style of collage intimidating. Diane has ideas that if you get a chance to watch some of her videos or go to Lisa My Eclectic Life and check out when Diane was with her, she uses very large images. Leah's granddaughter said, "They make a great pair, Gigi. Just keep them." All right, hugs to your granddaughter. So, and see, this was not, I didn't do this very well here, but she will take like a wedding dress picture of a gal and then add circles and doodling, and it's just, her style is really amazing, but intimidating. It's just hard to get into the groove, I think. This girl's tall. I'm going to lose her legs too. Oh, there's some yellow. There's some yeller. Would it be terrible if I chopped off her head? That might go there. Root. Don't you love this? How they just got the swatch of colors. I really do like this book. The other thing with Diane Fago, yes, Leah, this is the Nomad book, exactly. She's not afraid to cover something up, you know what I'm saying? She just will cover it up, which is very bold. Now, why do I have a paper clip on that page and nothing clipped to the paper clip? That's kind of bizarre. Oh, look at that. Wait a minute. This yellows kind of match better. She's such a pretty girl. I'd hate to take her head off. I don't know. What page do you think she'd look? Okay, let's do this. Let's just take the time to do it. Let's quickly give her a quick little trim. sometimes it's hard to tell when you don't take off the excess white paper that's, you know, the background. Just do it. Okay. I can't imagine ever being able to wear your hair slicked back like this and look so beautiful. Got a little bit of a shine going on there. The top of her coconut. Sorry, I'm concentrating. I remember the movie, it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think it was True Lies. Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he was married to, was it Carrie Fisher? No. Who was the girl? Barbara, who was the girl? And I forget the scenario where she was in a party dress. Maria Shriver's who he's married to, but in this movie, True Lies, she thought a regular guy, like I think he was teaching school or something, but he was a spy. And she started, I guess, to pick up on some irregularities. And she was in a hotel. I don't know if she was supposed to meet him for dinner or something. Something was not right. Anyway, she ripped off part of her dress. Jamie Lee Curtis. Okay. That's so, yeah. That flitted through my head, but then I couldn't bring the whole name up. And she stops at, you know how like a lot of hotels will have a little table and a mirror behind it, and then it'll have a little, maybe a little vase of flowers, if I'm remembering correctly. Just sometimes things just stick into your head, right? I'm not sure I'm going to keep this flowy stuff. I'm going to leave that on for a minute. Anyway, she stops at this mirror and she takes her hand and sticks it in the water in that vase and slicks her hair back. I would look like a drowned rat, but she looked like a sex pot doing it, which was her intention, you know. Anyway, all right. So what do you think? This page, now I can put something else behind her. That page. So we've got the Mexican. Help me with this. The Mexican, my Mexico page to put her on. Because of the yellow, I've got the yellow chair there. Yellow. I just discovered this about myself. I say yellow instead of yellow. Ooh. Or I did put another book. Oh, here we go. This page with the bright yellow chair. I think I know what I would like, but I'd like some other opinions. Yeah, out of context, off of the white background, this kind of just looks like her drawers are hanging or something. So vote. Say either Mexico, if you would please. I don't mean to be shouting orders out yet. I would appreciate it if you would vote and say either Mexico or let's just do yellow. So yellow is this bright yellow chair, or we've got the Mexico, my Mexico page. Leah says share. Thank you. See if anybody else has a look at that flower. Isn't that beautiful? Judy 3333. Yellow, yellow. We're coming to the end of this here book. See, I've got blue stuff tucked in back here. That needs another piece of washi. Jen says Mexico. Judy says she loves to vote. Judy, I'm assuming you mean the bright yellow chair, because I'm thinking down in Mexico, they call me, oh, Barbara, they call me Mellow Yellow. I'm leaning towards the bright yellow chair. They call me Mellow Yellow. So I think that's it. And then I've got a few things back here that I want to put in. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to put these things in this book for right now. And then I'm going to switch over to, because I titled my stream Collage Mixed Media Art. So I want to make sure that I actually do something before we perhaps run out of time. So I got this cute little small cutting board at my Dollar Tree. Isn't that amazing? And you won't believe it. Okay, so we live out really kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I think I might have mentioned one or two times that my family says I moved to Guam. So like the closest things to us is our food store, which is ShopRite. That's about I think 6 miles. Walmart's about 9 miles for us. But everything else, Michael's, Lowe's, any of those bigger stores or restaurants like Olive Garden, they're a good half hour, 45 minutes for us to go to, okay? So on what day are you thinking of I don't know, Jen. I think when I have energy, I have to think about it and really plan it. I'm going to probably go get my mom tomorrow and have her for a few days. So it won't be this week, but maybe the following week. And I don't know. I'm thinking if I do a later stream on a Monday evening, like start, say, I don't know, 8:30, and then just go until I crap out. I don't know if that's a good idea, if that's a good slot. Or I could try to go Wednesday. How about this? I could go a Wednesday night into my regular Thursday morning live. That might work. Judy says she lives in the middle of nowhere. We don't have any big stores where I live. Oh, no, wait a minute. It popped up. Big stores nearby except Walmart. And that's the same for Melody. And then Kathy. Kathy's got to go 40 miles one way for groceries. Round trip, 80-mile trip. So all that to say, I'm so very excited. I'm doubly excited. So if I come out of my development and I make a right and I'm on Route 70 in New Jersey going, I think I go west if I turn right. Doesn't matter. And then I go just not even quite a mile, I don't think. And then I come to this circle, and then right over there was a bank where I used to do my banking. It's like so close. I could almost spit from my house to this bank. It's going to be a Dunkin' Donuts. A freaking Dunkin' Donuts. I could squeal. Okay, I'm so excited. So now if I'm at the same place and I'm going around this circle, I go around this circle and then I go off the circle and just around this little other road. Dunkin' Donuts going to sit right there. Opening soon. They got the now hiring sign up. But if I come back down and I'm around that circle, oh, look, I'm coming undone here. She's come undone. Okay, I come up to the circle. I'm on the circle and I take Route 206. And over here is where our Chinese, we have a little Chinese restaurant. It's just okay. And then there's the post office. And then as I go down a little further, brace yourself, a Dollar General. Oh my gosh, a Dollar General. A Dollar General in less than 5 minutes from my house. Okay. Can you hear the giddiness in my voice? I am so freaking excited. Now, I didn't go in the parking lot. I didn't see any signs, so I don't know when that's going to open, but it cannot be soon enough. Can you imagine? I know, right, Leah? Dunkin' Donuts. And I'm really kind of all about, well, I do like their muffins. I'm not a big fan of their donuts, actually. I think they taste a little, at least in my area, a little greasy. But I do love their muffins. But I just like I like the drinks. All right, so this is my not daily journal, my not so daily journal. And I prepped all the pages ahead of time with uh, I think my jelly plate, really. And I think I used mostly watercolor. So you can see I started, because I was thinking it would be a daily for a couple of months, I started doing winter first to try to put wintry things in the front of the page. Okay, so now I've got this here, and it's got this color wave, and I started to cut out, fussy cut out this flower. So I'm thinking that's going to look good on this page, right? Kathy said we have a Dollar General and they're building another one. They're building a second one for a county of 5,000. Everybody is excited. I know, right? National Donut Day tomorrow. Oh, I don't think I needed to know that, Melody. Thank you. All right, so this is one option, this page. And then there's a page in the back I was thinking I could put this on. See, aren't these journals fun? Aren't they just? And see, this is smaller. See, now this I'm thinking, this is a piece of washi tape. I mean, not washi tape. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, me too, Melody. Painting paper. I just did a video on painting paper, and I hope to have that up. I don't want to put it up too soon because I just did my other. But this was the end of a painting paper, and I can't stand it. I can't stand to throw that away. Oh my gosh, Kathy, I looked up and I thought you said sweet breasts, not bread. I need new glasses. It's time, girls, for me to go and get my eyes examined. I got to make appointments. Kathy knows she's been after me to make my appointments, and I haven't done it yet. I'm so bad. Hi, Angela. Angela, I finally popped that. Oh my gosh, Angela, I'm so sorry. I finally popped that happy mail in the mail, I think yesterday. I forgot all about it. I wrote you a little note, but I forgot all about it. What a loser. Okay. I'm thinking I might need to glue this down on this page. I love donuts too. However, they just never leave me. Ugh. Has anybody ever watched the comedian Leanne Morgan? I really didn't know about her. I just started watching her. They're just little clips mostly of some of her, shticks. Oh my gosh. And she's always doing a thing about weight. How much weight she's put on and stuff. But she's saying she wears sleeveless. She wears long dresses, and she wears some of them are well. I think that's maybe they're all sleeveless now that I think about it. But she says she's got her daddy's arms, or she said my arms are. That's what my mother used to always say. I hate my arms. I look like a football player. Look like a football player. Well, mine are too flabby to be a football player. It's not funny. I need to get serious. I'm just not serious. And I'm lazy. Okay, so save all those. If you see a little strip of your painting paper that you like and you just can't bring yourself to throw it away, don't. Find a place. Stick it down. See, then I can okay, so I was thinking about this page. This might work. I'm kind of liking it with the red lips though, right? That's too much flowery on flowery. That's too bluish green. This is from Peggy Fitzmaurice. Okay, that's already done. Yeah, I don't want it on that. That's too blue. Why would I do 2 blue pages? Oh, this isn't watercolor. This is acrylic. Does anybody have any of those Stampin' Up! wheelie things? I don't know what they're called either. Is that terrible? I should know these. See, this is like a little wheel that you roll. It's got cute little imprints on it. Like it's like a stamp in a circle. They're so cool. I need to pull them out again. Oh, this might have been the other page I was thinking. No. But if you ever feel like it, this is so much fun to just take a book. And I've done them in these little ones too. You know how you can get these little, well, this was part of a bigger book that I ordered online where it had like, what do they call it? The Midori, where it's just, they just slip under elastic. But see, you can pick these up in my dollar store. I can pick these up. But be careful because, see, I thought this is what I got here. But and it may not matter to you, but see, these tear out easy. These aren't stitched in. This little composition book is just these and sometimes you'll find they'll have a little perforated line. And that may work for you, but I wanted something that's not going to come out. So I bought those. Really, they're great for little notes and stuff, but I don't want to collage in them because I don't want them to come out. So you can take these little books, and once, like if you have your jelly plate out and you're doing stuff, And this one's not done. You know, just some of your off or your edges that you don't get on your papers that you're pulling, just get one of these little books and start adding, you know, stuff. So then when you get a little bit of something that you like and you don't want to throw it out, you're like, oh, baby, I can put that in my little composition book. See, I haven't done anything. Let's see, I did a couple little things here. Somebody was saying, excuse me, about using a punch on their painting papers. I never thought of that either. So look, there I did that. Let's see, where's, now this one, some of us have those big sticker books. You can get them on Amazon. It's like the it's not aquarium. I forget what the heck it's called. There's one's called John Dearden, might be one. The antiquarium, anti something. And you've got some of them are big sheets. They're not like little shapes like this. So I put those on the inside of this cover. Yeah, there you go, Barb. You got it. You know, so then when you find stuff, you can, you know, stick it in. But see, I don't like, see here, I was messing around with some washi tape. But see, I don't like that. I need to find something to stick in there, in the inside cover. And then then these get all fat and fluffy, and I love that. I love fat and fluffy. Not on me, per se, but I do like it in these little books and in journals. Fat and fluffy. This was where I was keeping record of pinochle games. I finally gave up because the girls were losing so many. Let's see, this is another good one. See, this one you can see it's stitched in. So, and sometimes they come like 3 in a package, right? So you can't really tell. That's how I got duped on those other ones. I got duped, I'm telling you, I got duped. This was a napkin that I got in Europe. Isn't he pretty? Love him. Oh, I should have sent one of those to, she was at my sale. Kim K. It was a Kim K, I think, is the wolf girl. Oh, I got to remember that. I promised her something else that I can't find. Yeah, I don't want to cover her up, but I think that would be a little too much. Okay, so I think I'm going to go lips. Oh, this was the other page I was thinking. I think I'm going to go lips. Hey, good morning, Kimberly. Okay, so let's see now if I can find it. I think that's more up front. Lips. It was before those flowers, I think. There you get back on there. Those little paper clips are so adorable, but you know, they're really not that practical. They don't really hold big stuff anyway. Okay. Oh, here we go. See, I thought, oh, I forgot I put a paper in there to mark it. Okay. So it's going to go on that page. But I've got a lot of fussy cut, and I'm sorry to say, to finish up on that. Look, I've got a little. This is, oh, I know, this is one of my favorite sets, Kimberly. I think it's called Strawberry Fields. Is that what it's called? Strawberry Fields forever. This is the middle length coffin cut. I'm loving it. Loving it. Okay. So isn't this is a piece of a napkin. I got something from Keisha's Creations from the market, and she always puts a little thank you in. And this was a little napkin. It was just the one, just got one. Hey, Kathy, good morning. And I just love those little lips. All right, let's get cracking here. So now you see I did stamp on top of this. This one my stamp moved. This is a glossy print from I don't know what book. I took out all the pages. I guess some kind of botanical. I don't know if I still have the cover. I don't think that I do. No, I just changed my blade. So I really want to pay attention to what I'm doing so I don't end up in the ER. I did do that one time. What was I doing? Oh, I know what I was doing. My husband is the kind of person he needs to have his 8 hours of sleep. And he was still working at the time. We hadn't been here in Jersey too many years. And I had started, really getting heavy into my art. So it was like 10 o'clock at night. He had been in bed, I guess, probably for a good hour, hour and a half. And I was doing some kind of a collage or cluster. I don't even think I knew at the time it was called a cluster. But I was using a button and it had a shank. And I didn't want the shank. I wanted to glue it down flat. So I took a pair of my snips, like a wire cutter, like you would use for snipping wire if you were making a piece of jewelry. And I snipped off most of the shank, but no, 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 that was not good enough. I wanted to get it flat. And so I had my X-Acto knife and I'm holding this little button. I think I went this way or anyway, I sliced one of my fingers. Oh my gosh, blood was everywhere. It's like 10 o'clock at night. Like I said, we hadn't been in this house too long. And it hurt. It was sore. It hurt. So I wrapped some paper towel around it and I thought, oh gosh, I guess I'm going to have to go wake him up because, I mean, the blood was spurting and I couldn't really control it. And I was trying to hold, what am I missing? Those flowers are pretty. Face turquoise covering. Eyes. Oh no. It's on the left of the chat line. Waving high chin. And so, I go and I wake him up and he's like, okay. So he gets up and he's, half asleep. But he's a thinker. And he's like, well, I don't really know what's open now. I don't think urgent care's open. Do you think you need to go to the hospital? I said, well, it won't stop bleeding. And, we looked at it. It was a pretty good cut. And, well, I don't know the best place to go. Where do you think you want to go? I don't know. He's like, well, I don't know about our insurance. Let me see if my boss is awake. Calls his calls his boss. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm like this, holding my finger, and I'm like, could you hurry up? It really hurts. So I'm squeezing. It all turned out well. But after the fact, I said to him, next time when I'm bleeding like that, could we just, maybe get in the car and go? So, of course, I'd have stitches. So don't be doing this jazz or this jazz with your eye, because it slipped off the button and got my finger. And do you ever have one of those times where you say to yourself, this is probably not a good idea, but you do it anyway? Yeah, that's what happened that night. I knew I shouldn't have done it. And of course the ER doctor is like, you want to tell me how you got this cut? Yeah, sure. Now, I know I keep talking about Diane Fago, but she is amazing, and she's left-handed. So if you ever watch her fussy cut with a knife, oh my gosh, it's so cool. Next time that happens, and I hope it doesn't, Lori, wrap with a paper towel and then put elastic bands around it. You still need medical attention, but it helps. Oh, okay, Barbara. Yeah, I would never have thought of that. Of course, find an elastic band might be tricky too, but yeah, trying to keep that pressure on. I was thinking about just driving myself because he was asleep, but I couldn't figure out how to get the blood to stop, and be able to drive. I needed my other hand. No, Angie would not. And she also wouldn't like the fact that I'm doing this with not my readers on. But it looks so much. I don't think I need that little stem. We're going to get rid of that guy. I get rid of all the stems. Might get rid of this. I think I'll save this and maybe put it somewhere else, but I don't think I need it right there. Now, should I put it? Oh, you're not seeing it. Hold on. Put it on with the lips or put it over here and then look for something else. Got to think of what else. I know, right? Just didn't think I could do it. And then after I woke him up, it took him so long to decide where we should go. And like I said, we were new to the area when it happened. So it's like, do you remember where the hospital is? I'm like, no. I'm like directionally challenged to begin with. And now I'm stressed. And I sure don't know where it is. But I have two large cutting mats, which are great, but they're kind of grimy looking because I've had them for a while. And I was wanting a small cutting board, for this kind of fussy cutting. and I was going to look on Amazon. And I don't go out that much, guys. If I do, it's mostly to go do family things. I don't really go shopping or any of that jazz anymore. And lo and behold, I guess I was picking up wrapping paper or something. Needed a couple of things. And I always go through the craft section in the dollar store just to see. And I always check my dollar store for those little composition books, calendars, that kind of thing. And I couldn't believe it. They had these little cutting mats. And even if it doesn't last that long, you know, it was $1. Barbara said, I once drove myself to the non-urgent hospital when I brilliantly super glued my fingers together in the Mr. Spock Vulcan. Oh, oh my. My son has, if he is sick for any period of time, like with a virus, he gets easily dehydrated. So the first time it happened, now this is as an adult, not as he didn't have these issues when he was a kid. He had issues, but not these issues. And he calls me. I remember the one time he called me and said, I don't know what to do. My lips are numb. And I said, well, you could be dehydrated because you've been throwing up so much, but, I'll meet you at the ER. Can you drive yourself? Yeah. And this is what it's happened several times when he gets a virus and he's sick for several days and he can't keep anything down. He goes to the ER. They put an IV in, give him some saline, and see, I really like that there. I think I want to keep that. And then in a couple hours, he's good to go. How did they get the super glue off? Well, when I arrived and showed them, I was told I could have just called and they would have told me to use nail polish remover. All right. Kim, I missed the happy mail. Anyway, see, nowadays I probably would have Googled, but see, if it happened a while ago, that's where you go, right? Yeah, that is good to know. So my son started with, this MO as he had gotten older. So then he was dating this little gal. Now my son usually is attracted to girls that are short. He's 6'1". Girls that are short, wear no makeup, and wear a ponytail, and are brunette. That's usually what has been attracted to. So this one little girl, she wasn't super short, and they're usually very thin. And she wasn't super thin, and she was a blonde. And I said to I said to him one time, I mean, they didn't and hadn't they didn't date long, hadn't been dating long when this happened. And I said, "Boy, she's different. She's not like what you normally are attracted to." And he said, "She's she's like a goddess." And I'm like, "Oh, really? Is she?" He's like, "She's just beautiful." And of course, I only saw a picture. I'm like, "Okay, well, have a blast." So I get a call. I don't know what to do. I'm like, "Okay, what's going on?" He said, "Well, I've got the numb lips. I feel like I'm having a Leah's got to cut out. Okay, she's off for a small cleaning job for a lady at church. Aw, that's nice, Leah. All right, have a great day." And hey, Cal, how are you today? And so again, he had been sick and he was just getting back into the swing of things. And he had invited the goddess to go have dinner. So I really forget how it went, but I ended up having to meet him at the ER. I think the goddess may have called her dad, and she's like, "Go do what you have to do." I think her dad ended up picking her up because he was too sick. He was too sick to take her home and take her back and then get back to the hospital. Oh boy. But he doesn't usually talk like that. Of course, he was a lot younger than he is now, but kids. Kids. What's the trouble with kids today? What? Kelly Ann, I didn't know. Honey. Oh. Last I knew, your back went out and you were at home, doing pretty well. Did something, well, maybe you don't want to talk about it here. I'll touch base with you later. Oh, Cal. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. See, if I don't keep up on people, I don't keep track. I know, right, Kath? I didn't know. Oh, Kelly Ann. I think I might have just shot that paper into my coffee. I don't know if I feel like fussing with some of this little stuff down here. See, that's the other thing. Diane Fago, she is so patient and she cuts out all this little stuff, all these little ins and outs. Laura, you might get a notification on YouTube. I posted on my, okay, thanks, Cal. I'll definitely go look for it. Goodness me. Do you have somebody getting your mail? See, I'm worried about your mail. I'm worried about you too, Cal, not just your mail. Okay, I almost have all this jazz. Now I got to be thinking about what else I'm going to add to this page. All right, I'm just, see, I have a lot of patience for certain things, but some of the fussy cutting's not one of them. It's been a hard few days, I guess so, but you're making slow progress. My friend is looking after my kitties and my mail. Wonderful. Is it still your back, may I ask, Kel? Is it your back? Oh my goodness. Ooh, Chihuahua. Okay, so I have a couple of small bits here that I'd like to get out. Sometimes if I'm up late at night and I get watching these reels, oh my gosh. This little girl, she must have been only maybe a year old. Oh, good. Well, that's good. Um, this little girl, she couldn't have been, I would just say maybe a year old. And they had her, she was standing up against a wall, and she had some of the worst bedhead I've ever seen. Little towhead, little blonde. And her mother's got the camera. She's standing, her daddy's standing in front of her. And they tell her, I think they say Nana. I'm not sure if they say Nana, Grandmom, it doesn't really matter. Is coming and she's got a surprise for you. And in comes the grandmother, and there's a big flight of steps. They're up like in their apartment, and this big flight of steps going down. And then you hear this little meow. And the little kid says, "My something like my kitty." Oh my gosh. She's so stinking cute. So the grandma comes up the steps with the kitty and the kid's wanting to hold it. Oh my gosh, it's so adorable. Some of those reels. And then there was another one, this mom, it was her first experience at a water park. Well, she had more courage than me. She's in a bathing suit, and she was a bigger gal, not huge, but bigger gal. And she's on at the top of this, and it didn't look like it was a real high hill. It looks like I saw a movie where it's like you learn how to uh, water ski maybe or something, you go down, it's just like a little hill, but it's like fast running water. I don't know what it's called, but she was on something like that. So she's at the top of it, getting ready to come down, and there's all this rushing water. And God bless her, she gets on there and she starts coming down. Well, she doesn't stand up long. She's down on her behind, then she's on her side. It's rolling her around, and then once you get to the bottom, you're supposed to, like, scoot off of it. Well, she's laying sideways, and she can't get her footing to stop herself and get up, and it's it sucked her back up to the top, and then it rolled her around, and she came back down. It sucked her up 2 or 3 times. Oh, it's hard not to laugh. She didn't get hurt. She's screaming, "I don't know I don't know how to get off." Oh my stars. It's so funny. she finally ends up where she's sitting upright, and I guess somebody, I guess her daughter, whoever was holding the camera. You saw that one, Angela? It's a scream, right? God bless her. Thank God she wasn't hurt. I would have been screaming like a banshee. I can entertain myself really for hours watching those reels. Some of them are just so stinking funny. And these people that can dance, oh my gosh, wouldn't you love to dance like some of these kids can dance? Ah, okay, I probably don't need to be fussing with this right now either, but I think I want to put it on the page. Okay, so now I need some other things to add to this page. So I'm thinking I need a little bit of fabric, some kind of fabric. And I don't really like if I'm sitting in front of the TV and I'm cutting stuff like this, it doesn't irk me as much, doesn't bother me as much. But, when I got you guys sitting here, that's what's worrisome for me. Although I can sit and watch somebody else fussy cut, and I don't feel like, well, you can leave if you're not captive. I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night. Do, 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 do. Whoops. More. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things. All at once, so exciting. I forget all the words. I like my thumb rings, but this is the problem when you're cutting. Okay. Yeah. Somebody was watching somebody the other day and they were saying, doing oh, I know. It was Devin. Oh gosh, Devin, she's so cute. Doing the Juliet Child. I've done that so many times. My grandmother used to crack up. She just brushes that stuff on the floor, Lori. I said, I know, Grandma. They got people. They'll clean it up for her. I like to spread my wings. Okay, so now, of course, I've got other stuff in this book, so I'm thinking maybe, because I want the lips, I'm thinking maybe of getting rid of those stems. I'm putting it on this page. If I put it over here, I got to find a bunch of other stuff. And right this second, I'm just not sure. I want to take oh, you know what? Maybe I should get out a sticker book. Hey, there's a thought, huh? Getting out a sticker book. I don't know. You're going to see. I hate leaning into the camera and you seeing my little, well, they're not little, my boobalas. No boobalas on the screen, please. No boobalas. I'm going to pull out a sticker book that is right here. That is most convenient to pull out. I don't know which one it is. It may not be the best one, but we're going to have to deal with whatever. The other ones are all tucked back in the corner. The Antiquarian Sticker Book. Let's see what else we can find. Maybe I can find a bird or a big old butterfly or something like that. Well, that's a crazy page. Oh, that's right. I went through because it annoyed me and took off all the backings on these. Now I could do something bizarre, perhaps. Oh, I didn't do these pages here. I guess I marked it. Gosh, sometimes I think I just have too much time on my hands. Robin Williams and Nathan Lane danced and sang that song in the movie. They did? I did see Birdcage, but see, I probably only saw it once. I like that little girl. I really like that little girl. Let's move this to the side. I like him. I don't think I want more flowers. I'm thinking I need a big, huge butterfly or something. I know in the back is mostly letters, and had I realized that, I probably never really would have purchased this book. He's kind of cool. Look at those eyes. Fish. Peacock. It hit me. I called it Artiquarium. Oh, did you? It's my eyes. I thought you said antiquarium. I thought you had it right. There's got to be some butterflies in here, right? That's small. That is a very small one. Of course, I've got Timmy butterflies, don't I? Then all at once I see you. Do you want to dance with me? Ba, 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 ba. Started way too high. Oh, I like that balloon. Oh, look at the kitty. Let's do a kitty for Kel. Let's see, and the colors are the same. I might still use that little girl. And I don't have to fussy cut this one because that circle looks good around it. I'm going to add some additional glue because I don't find that these stickers stay glued down real well. Now this one, the edge might come up, but you know what? That'll be okay. I'm just going to put the kitty here. It's a little kitty. It doesn't look like ganache, but all right. So then I could really put this here. What do I have over here? Oh, let's take that off for. Let me take this off while I'm working. So I want to be able to get that on there the best I can. Let's use the back of this book. See if I can get this on. Thank you, Barbara. All right, let's see. Let's get this all. Now I'm trying to go heavy on the glue stick because to tell you the truth, I'm not a good glue stick person. I think I just don't put enough on. Kept mushing that around. Look, I lost my lid. I lost my lid. Oh, no. That could be a problem. Make the page really lumpy and bumpy. And I'm so cheap. I scoop all that out. Years ago, I never thought about that. But now I do it. I might have to scoot some other glue. Now I'm going to end up with that in my coffee cup. All right, let's put this down. And like I said, I used my Stays On ganache earlier and put some script writing I stamped on this floral print. Now I need something to connect it. I love those lips. It's a leaf. It's a red leaf. Can you see that? Did I show you? It was on a napkin, but it's a leaf. Isn't it pretty? I also love it. I just love it real well. Now I need to overlap and do some other cool things. Let's see, what do I have? I have a box that I've got that I think has some like cooler type things. Oh my gosh, there goes my light. All I did was touch the bulb. Can you see me? Can you see me all right? Maybe it's better without the light. I picked up this cigar box. You scoop out your glue too? There you go. She's exactly right. See, this is what I was thinking. The coloring of that tag, I think I could incorporate on this page. Let's see if I have anything else in my little goodie box here that might work. This is me when I was younger. My mother said, don't throw that out. Your children need to see that. Okay, really? Do my children need to see that? I don't think so. Well, that's in my way now. This is a picture we just found. I won't bore you with the rest of these, but I'll tell you a little story about this one. That's my daddy, and that's my baby girl, Colleen. Okay, Barbara, have a great day. Thanks for coming. And my sister, I think, gave a copy of this to my daughter. She lives close to Colleen. And so Colleen was showing her children. She said, I want to show you this picture. Now, my grandson, Jack, is named for my dad. And my daughter's showing her kids the picture. And Jack said, who's that man holding Charlotte, who's my granddaughter? And my daughter said, that's my pop. That's Jack. That's who you're named after. And then my granddaughter came and said, who's holding me? Okay. So, and she does kind of resemble my granddaughter does kind of resemble my daughter at this point in life. We'll see where it goes. Okay, so now I think that tag will look cute here. So we could do some kind of a belly band, right? Let's see what I have here in the way of fabric. Now I think I also need some color around here. So I'm going to get out a couple of my distress crayons. I love using my distress crayons for this. So these are the colors that are I kind of used in the watercolor here. So I've got this. This is a fossil amber, and this is carved pumpkin. I think this is my rusty hinge. This is festive berries. See, I don't think I really have a red. I've got crackling campfire. This one is dried marigold. That might be okay. I don't know, guys. Maybe I need to look at getting a different light. I think that's my problem with the, let's see, the camera's still going in and out. My son-in-law said it's probably your lighting, Mom. But see, now that that bright light's off, it's still doing it. That popping in and out. And my autofocus is off. I don't know. I don't know how to. I know if I used, well, I think it does it too. If I use the OBS program, I think it still does the pop. The poppy pop. All right, so I'm putting some color around the edge of my pages here because I like it, and I think it helps to bring your eye in and focus on what's going on. What's going on? What's going on there? I think they're the colors I used. I love the rusty hinge. Probably said that about 127,000 times. Doesn't really look like rusty hinge to me, but I like it. Look at some yeller. Now, see, that time I intentionally said it incorrectly. And some of these colors are smushed together. If you don't have any of these distress crayons, now I had a couple other brands that I wasn't particularly wild about, but I haven't tried a lot of them. But I really like the Timmy ones. If you ever see them on sale or somebody's like clearing out something and you happen to luck into some, I would say, you know, if you can, treat yourself and get them. I was not always of that opinion, but I am of that opinion now. All right, so now I need a little bit of water. Water, water. Cool, clear water. All right, how am I on time? I switch things around so it's 12. Kathy Arbor comes on at 1, so I have a little bit of time here. I'm going to use my finger. If you don't wet your finger too terribly much. There's Kim K. Kim, I was talking about you. I don't know if you were here. You're the one that likes wolves, right? I can't find that picture, I promise you, but it will turn up and I will send it. But I just saw another. I have napkins like this I brought back from Europe. Would you want one of these? It's got a dark background, and I think you get 4 of him on the napkin. You can let me know, okay? So if you take, put some water on your finger, but you're not super. That's you? Okay, would you like one of those napkins too? I did look a lot of places where I thought I had that, dang. See, I colored some pictures, like when I would go to the co-op and I would sit there and we wouldn't have any customers. So all of us gals that would come and do our shifts, we would take usually a project of some kind. And a lot of times I would take my coloring. And if, people would comment and say, "Oh, that's really nice," or "How'd you do that?" Or, you know, and then a couple of them were saying, like, "Why don't you" Thanks, Jen. That was out of the antiquarium sticker book. Um, "Why don't you sell some of your colored pictures?" So I investigated and, checked with a few people and did as much checking online as I could. And it seems like once you color it, if you give the artists, their due, you just make sure you say you didn't draw it, that you were the colorist and this was the illustrator or the artist, you can sell it. So I put a couple of pieces on a board and, sold them. So I sold a couple of things, but when I left the co-op, I didn't sell everything, of course. And I had colored a picture of this wolf just because I liked the way it looked and the way it was laid out and the scenery behind it. Well, what am I going to do with a wolf? So I thought I had all my pictures that I colored. I thought I had them all stored in one of my binders, but it's not there. And I told Kim K she could have it. Now I can't find it. But it will. And I know it's with another one that I colored. Haven't colored anything in this guy's book for a while. I've got a couple of them. What's his name? Benedict Kirby, maybe? Does that sound familiar to anybody? Does anybody color here? Anyway, I know I've got it. I just have to put my hands on it. So I don't think all distress crayons are created equal, but these are very creamy. And of course, the colors are more to my liking. Some of the, what do they call them? Gelatos, maybe some of them are gelatos. It's like they're brighter colors, more of like your primary colors and stuff, at least the ones that I had. I would like to maybe, I don't know how I can do it well. I'd like to put a little bit of a shadow under that lip. And I'm thinking a distress crayon might be good. I've got vintage photo. So if I put some of my vintage photo out on my glass mat and I take a brush. Of course, now I'm really challenged here because I'm working basically in the dark. Oh, let's try this. I love my angle brushes. We're going to take a little angle brush and put it in some water and just loosen up this. Might not be dark enough. Just want to see if I can make this pop a little bit. Now I've got a bag of stamps here. not postage stamps, like rubber stamps, acrylic stamps. And I don't know, can you guys see that? Hi, Susan. You color a bit, and you've heard of Kirby Roseanne. Yes, he's another guy. His books, I have all of his books, I believe, unless he just came out with another one. They're so cool, and they're quite intense. But I think it's Benedict. I have his name wrong, probably, Susan, now that you're saying that. Let me see. It should be right above me. I've got a couple of, they're just real little, and they're on that crappy paper. It's Benedict something. Here we go. I think this is one. Let's see. Let's see how far off I am. Klein. I knew it was a K. Okay. Benedict Klein. And I struggle with the crappy paper. Now, I've colored and gotten better at my coloring, so I should really try to color on one of these again. But see how these images are? So there's a girl. I did a girl, and she's got a flower dress, something like this. Maybe I'll take this out by my chair. This I tried to do with alcohol marker. I think that didn't go so well. I took this image and copied it and put it on a handbag for a gal. She loved it. Turned out cute. See, but it's real grainy. It's real hard to get good coverage because it's that Anamorphia. You have that one? I think that's like his first one, isn't it? Yeah, I've got all the Kirby Roseanne. Amazing. They're in by my comfy chair. But there's a lot of work to be done in those. They're quite intense and image heavy, you know. They're so cool. So cool. Okay, so now I'm going to make a little bit of noise rooting through here. I want to stamp on here as well. So I think I want that. And let's see what else I have here. Hey, there's Pam. Hello, Pam. It's in grayscale. Yeah. Yeah, it is a cool size. And they're just little, they're just thin, you know, but he's got all kinds. I mean, there's tons of these. I think I might have 3 of these. But if you want to see really excellent work and drawing on these, go to Dee Dee Willingham's YouTube channel and put in Benedict Klein, and you'll see some really cool stuff. Cool stuff. All right, let's do that one. Let's see how far this goes. That one. Oh, that's some more. Okay. I haven't put, as you can see, my stamps away. Now, I like to stamp off on things and make sure I'm getting a good imprint. How am I on time? Okay, I'm still good. All right, so I'm going to use my StazOn. And I definitely think I want these guys down here in this big space. I don't know if these guys will stick on the block anymore. We'll see. Let's see how I did. And of course, I'm not pushing this on. Oh, we did stick on the block. Cool beans. Now this is a little flatter. See, I've got other stuff in here on these pages. So it makes working on the page a little more fiddly, if you will. And I can feel this isn't flat either. I've got something underneath here. I don't know if I can, yeah. Got something real bumpy. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. You get the idea that he's there. So let's do this. Let me see if I can do it this way. Let's take this guy off. And this will be Dee Dee Benedict. Yes. You will not be disappointed. And she's got them all. She's got the whole series, I think. Pam is trying to straighten out a craft room, but where to put stuff so it makes things more, yeah. And even if you change your mind and you're in process of doing that, and then say you change your mind, you still gotta remove everything. It's like a constant removing and moving of stuff. It's never ending. It's never ending. All right, I'm going to put this right up over onto the kitty. Oh, that's better because I can, it's a flat surface underneath, so that's always good. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe we'll put another little bit of that. Yeah. Put it this way. That's just a little faint imprint. That's great. Now this one, before I ink it up, I don't really care that I get a, oh, that's not going to stick down. Some stuff's upstairs in the bedroom, but then when Hummy comes home, I have, yeah. It's definitely a challenge for a lot of us. Unless I'm just getting little bits of, I might try to get another little bit of this up top here. Going this way. Okay, I like that better. Now this kind of just reminds me of lattice work. So let me get a little bit of this. I want to put that over in here. Now let me see if I flip my page. This is the trouble with working in a book. But I think it's worth it. I'm a collector of stuff sometimes, says Pam. Too much stuff. Well, I think a lot of us fall into that category. But the thing of it is that, you know what? If it gives you some joy and it's not, I don't know, if it's not just, things that are harmful, I mean, The thing is for me is that a lot of times if it's not in my face or in my I forget I have it. And then I might see somebody else working with something and say, "Oh, I'd like to have that." Well, and then I, am digging through a box and like, "Oh, you do have it." Now, that's just craziness, but that has happened a lot to me. All right, so I'm gonna put that little pocket thing here, that little tag, not a pocket. This one's a tag. I'm gonna put my tag there, but I still feel like I need something, maybe some words, or maybe some, maybe some tissue. I need some tissue. Did you ever answer me about the wolf? It doesn't matter. If you don't want it, you could throw it out. I've got plenty of them. I can send her that napkin. Okay, so, and I wanted a little bit of fabric. Look how cute this is. What do you call this, guys? It looks like somebody tore it off of something, but do you consider this trim? Is this considered a lace trim? What do you call this, Jazz? Maybe I need a piece of this off the edge of the page. Maybe up top. I kind of like it there. Hmm. Scissors. Let's put that aside. I think I'm going to pop her on. She was an extra from the Ann Gettys. Yes, Lori, I will love the napkin too. Okay, honey, that's good. No problem. If I put her there, yeah, I kind of like her there. And then I need some kind of a word, I think. Okay, so I'm going to use my fabric tack to put down this little trim or lace or whatever whatever this. I don't know the exact terminology for this. So I gotta tell you, I'm having a hard time seeing since my light went out. The lights went out in Georgia. Now, I did have something paper clipped here, so that could be a problem when I go to put that back, one of my tags, but I'll deal with that then. I made this a little longer. Now, I think I might make this little gal a pocket so that if I want to put something in there, I can. So I'm just going to put glue on the edge of her, and I'm going to sit back and do that because I've got more light coming in from my sliding door. I'm liking how this is turning. Hey, Sherry, hi. I'm liking how this is turning out, guys. Okay, so that's good. And I have had my glue gun plugged in, so I'm going to put this here. So I'm going to, maybe I need a little cheesecloth behind this one. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see. This journal is quickly becoming one of my favorites. Yeah, I think I want a little piece of this underneath. All right, let's let's see, cutting cheesecloth is not always easy. So it kind of rolls up on itself, doesn't it? Now, if you are watching and you are unfamiliar with some of these things I'm using, like the cheesecloth, this you can get in your Walmart. At least you used to be able to get it in your Walmart. And I guess you can get it in your fabric stores, which I would think would be a little more expensive. And I would say most grocery stores, but I believe it's usually just white. And then you can take it, you get tons of it in the package because it's all folded around itself. And when you unwind it, you have a huge, huge piece. You can pop that in some coffee or tea, and you also can use any, I think, of your natural, like flowers or onion skins, depending on what color you want it to end up, or your avocado. I've got some avocado dyed. I don't have too much of that left. I used to sell that at the market. Okay, now what did I do with my, oh, here it is, my tag. Now I'm going to put hot glue on the back of my tag, and that will help seal down my cheesecloth. Now I'm thinking around this little gal, I might want a little, some color. Let's see if I can find my Stabilo All pencil. Yeah, here it is. So a Stabilo pencil is a pencil that can write on any surface, and it also, you can move it with water, and they have all different colors. I know they have white, navy, and the Stabilo All is like your graphite color. So I'm just going to scribble around my little flower pot girl here. And then I'm going to take a dampened paintbrush and hopefully blend that out so it looks good. Hopefully. Hey there, Sardy Dar. Lori, my heart is so happy. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, Artie Dar. I'm so glad you're pleased. I'm glad to know when you girls that you received your packages okay. That's always good. I had a fun time making those girls. Oh, really, all of them. And if anybody watching and lurking and you're wondering what we're talking about, I have a video up of my live sale, and you could see some of my artwork if you should be so inclined. And I still have some things available, so just give me a shout. Okay, so that's a little better. Makes that pop out a little bit more. So now I need some words. I think I could use something here, something here. See, the thing about the sticker book is like there's letters, but there's no words. Wouldn't it be great if there were some words? Okay, we'll do Artie Dar. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Okay, let's see. See, in the back of this antiquarian, it's just letters. They're not words. I think I want some kind of a word. Of course, I don't know what word. So how am I on time now? Well, it's 12:25. So I think I'm going to scoot because I want to give you a chance. Hey, just getting ready to kick out. You just got home. Wow, that was good. It must feel good to get that behind you. Huh? I have that finished. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to be on the outlook for some kind of a word to go here. And now that I'm thinking about it, I did say I was going to make a belly band, but I think I like this better with the I never can remember it, cheesecloth underneath. I'm probably going to trim my little lace border, but here we go. And then I think I'll put some kind of a word up here. As I'm fussy cutting and working through some stuff, maybe I'll get out some of my little Timmy words. I could put a couple little Timmy words here. And then, of course, I need something here. Maybe a little something here. I don't know, maybe a little bit of ribbon or a little bit of trim. But this isn't, thanks, Cal. This isn't, Lori, did you say you have I do, sweetie, I do. And I just sent you that butterfly I promised you from long ago. I forgot all about it. And then I was picking up a box and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's Angela's butterfly. So that I popped that in the mail yesterday. So earlier when I came on, what I was doing was some fussy cutting and I was looking to plot some things and added some larger I almost said die cuts, but that's not it. You know, cuts from magazines or a book. And I just plotted them out and popped them down with some washi tape in my Nomad hardback book. This is a huge book. So I plotted some things down, did a little bit of fussy cutting, and then went ahead and decided to work on this page, mixed media. So we've got glowing. I treated all the pages in my book here with either acrylic paint or watercolor paint. And I did some stamping and then some fussy cutting. This is a napkin that had been glued down on the page. And then I pulled out a piece of finished art. Thank you, Kimberly. So if you want and have the time and you can join Kathy Arbor in the next little while, she'll be coming on. Don't know what she's doing today, but she's always worth the watch. She's quite talented. So give her some of your time if you can. She would love to have you join her. And see, this is working out okay. See, I had these little tags attached to pages behind. Thanks, Kimberly. My page I was working on here. So I'm going to put these back in. And that's it from me for today. Gosh, thanks for joining me, guys. I hope to see you all again Sunday morning at 11 Eastern. And we'll see what to do next on Sunday. We'll do something, that's for sure. And I just put a video up that's called, what did I, oh yeah, my porch journal. So if you get a chance, take a look at that. And then I've got another one coming up. I think maybe I'll try to post that tomorrow or Saturday. I don't want to post them too close together so you get a chance to watch them. Bye for now, Cal. Woof, woof. And keep our Kelly in your thoughts and prayers, please. She's in the hospital hoping to get home on Monday. I didn't know that. So let's keep Kelly in our thoughts, please. And look for my next video. That one I'm calling Painting Paper. What is it? How do you use it? And how do you make it? So that'll be either posted tomorrow or Saturday. I'm ready to rock and roll with it. I just am trying to space out my videos. And so that's it from here. That's it from South Jersey. So thanks for joining me. Have a fabulous June 1st, and I'll see you soon. And don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. Bye for now.